Who Put This On, Season 10, Episode 11, where we watch Naked and Afraid, Last One Standing, Season 3, Episode 1. And I'm the fucking queen of the jungle. I'm Chris Lorenz.
Australia is a bad, bad bitch. This is Brian.
We're gonna have to med tap you. This is no.
Hey, naked people. This is Max.
No one used my favorite tagline. Sending people home is what I do. That was a good tagline.
Dang, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So last week we watched Age of Attraction on Netflix, and you guys voted it a top third show, which is not what I thought about that show. If you want to find anything that I find problematic about that show, listen to last week's episode and the ick it gave me. Noah, what was this week's show?
Yeah. You would think I had it pulled up already because this is the 500th time we've been doing this.
And you're a professional. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm a professional. But here we go. 12 of the toughest and most experienced All-Stars from Naked and Afraid take on... this is an old description. Oh, Jesus. Australia's punishing desert in a completely new type of challenge. For the third time ever, survivalists will compete head-to-head through a grueling multi-phase challenge and have their skills tested for the chance to win $100,000.
Which AI screwed you? Gemini?
So Google has like a TV show overview that I usually use, but obviously it pulled from season 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame you for that one. Like, it's going to pull from the first season. It's not going to update the description every season.
It might. Yeah. It might. It usually does.
That's a waste of effort.
Does Facebook have an internal AI you can use? Do they have a name for that?
Llama. Meta AI.
There's like a ton. But Meta AI is like, that's, but obviously like a ton of things. Yeah.
Meta
No, you're a little
AI.
delayed again. Are you on the right internet?
Get that Boost Mobile, dude.
Yeah. All right, let's get on with the show. So let's talk about what I thought about the show first, because I usually ask you guys first. I really thought this show was bad. I thought like it was overlong. Like it's just like, I don't know. But then I found it to be a very, very good side TV show that I watched. I side watched like 2.5 more episodes today.
Oh, wow.
And it's like light. I don't care. It's kind of interesting to hear these people like, they kind of got this like WWE style backstage like commentating going on. Like, I'm better. Who's better? I gotta be the best kind of stuff going on. It's like, but the show's way too long. Like they gotta cut this. It's so long. What did you think of the show, Brian?
I mean, okay. I want to ask one question. How long is an episode of Survivor usually? Because I don't think it's just an hour.
So, like post-COVID, it seems like a lot of shows went from a 60-minute format to a 90-minute format. And then, so Survivor is like, without commercials, is an hour, which I still find too long.
Okay.
I don't like the 90-minute format of any show. I think every show I liked moved to 90-minute format. I don't like it. 90 Day Fiancé, Married at First Sight, all moved to this 90-day format. And it just, the pacing is all terrible.
Yeah.
So
I'm
for
going
it
to
to
agree
be
with
a
that.
2-hour format, you're crazy.
Yeah. I checked out on this show at multiple points. And like, when you mentioned that it was a side TV show, I'm like, yeah, that's what I treated it as. Like, I made dinner at the same time and I caught up with it and it was totally fine. So I'm on board with it doing that. And that may change my overall rating. Think of it like that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what determines a good reality show. Like, how much can you be on your phone?
No,
this is a great reality show for that. Like, how much can you be on your phone? Like 100%.
Well, that's a different show. like it doesn't matter about like reality show or not. Like Netflix has like talked about like the side screen show, and if you want it to be that, that's fine. But anything could be a side screen show. It if you want to talk about a good show, it should be that hey, like you're engaged, you want to be interested in this, and watch more.
Brian, get out of here with your woke BS. Okay. Like,
Sorry.
what I determine a great show is different than how you determine a great show. Okay. Your right wing has got to be a good show. It's got to be a good show. On the left wing, on the right wing over here, it's like, if I could be on my phone and still understand what's going on, that can be a good show.
I came here to watch a TV show, not to read.
I don't know.
It is now.
Noah got me into this whole politics thing right before the podcast, and, it's on my mind. Noah, what did you think about the show?
It is unnecessarily long, which is not ideal. But otherwise, like, I mean, they definitely have carved their shtick. So it's not the worst, but yeah, it is definitely a side piece. It is not your main piece.
Max, what about you?
I'm gonna change our format a little bit. I think you guys need to guess how quickly I watched this show.
Okay, so last night, Noah warned us and said this show's an hour and 20 minutes, or yesterday. It wasn't last night. It was yesterday during the day. I watched the show last night for various reasons. But Max this morning woke up, saw that message, and just said, fuck, really loud in all caps in our Slack. That's how I interpret it. So, yeah, so we know he went out of his way to watch this show very fast. So I'm gonna go with 3x.
I just want to throw something in. I did watch this with my girlfriends.
Oh.
Well, I'm still going with 3.
I'm gonna finish this in like 35 minutes.
That's not an X.
No, but you said you asked a different question. You didn't
What I meant to say is, what speed did I watch this at?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you still said essentially Chris's answer, 3x. If it was like an hour 30 runtime.
Yeah. I think 3. Yeah, 3 sounds
Can't use 3x. Get out of here.
I'm gonna go 3x and $1, Bob. 3x and $1.
3.1.
This is not Price is Right rules.
I mean, if Xbox at 3.5, you
if it's faster than 3, you win. But if it's lower than 3, I win.
I think that's a good call. I'm going with 2.5.
The winner boxing me in like that. What are you boxing me in for?
Folks, the winner is Brian. I watched it at 2x end to end. And you know what? At that speed, decent show.
I can see that.
I'm surprised not even faster. It felt slow. Like, I was like even thinking about it. I'm like, ooh. Like that Anthony Anderson talent show. Star Search. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh God.
It felt like that type of speed. I'm like, oh. But yeah.
All right. Let's dig into the details here. Take that what you will. You can watch it, but like make dinner or something. Treat it as like a podcast, and like you could occasionally look over. That's our advice for you.
Glad my activity of choice made the cut.
14 survivalists have 1 month in Australia, and to be the last one standing, as they say, and win $100,000 and the coveted 10.0 PSR rating.
Oh yeah, the PSR.
The Max, could you tell me what the PSR rating is?
Primitive survival rating, perhaps?
That is correct. Give Max a point.
Nailed it.
This could be a fun game. Let's ask Max details about this show.
You watch it at like non-1x.
Where they just assign all the contestants like a 9.8 on the PSR scale.
I have the ratings. I have them. Don't worry about it.
I did forget about this from like previous Naked and Afraids.
I thought,
or was it a different show that had this?
I thought previous Naked and Afraids or whatever it is, like they had this, but it was a joke. I thought.
No, I don't think it was ever a joke.
So I guess we didn't talk about that. We can talk about it briefly right now. Is that we did the show like 10 years ago, Naked and Afraid. OG. It was when The Interview came out. And we did one regular episode, and then we did the Seth Rogen and
James Franco.
canceled James
yeah.
Franco. Did like a segment, like an SNL skit of them on Naked and Afraid. And we did that like a decade ago, and I haven't seen a single episode since.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised
Meanwhile,
James Franco still is canceled. Like some people bounce back from their cancel a little bit, and he seemed like someone that would have been more Teflon, but I guess not.
I mean, I think it says a lot when all your friends kind of disown you. Like,
yeah, a shout out to
it's one thing
Seth
if your
Rogen.
friends. Yeah, it's like one of the things your
like
friends.
he actually like he's like, I don't do that guy. Like I'm not with that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wild. Yeah, I don't really keep up with that stuff. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Nuts.
yeah.
That's some like tabloid shit.
Yeah, I mean it's People Magazine, whatever. But like, there's one thing you can bounce back much quicker when your friends are like on your side. You know, when your friends aren't on your side, there's no public good PR for you anymore. There's just we're like, we'll take a chance on trying to get you back from being canceled, right? Like, if Seth Rogen thought what James Franco did was fine, then, you know, why wouldn't he just make a movie with him again? But he doesn't think it's fine, and he won't make a movie.
What about Dave Franco? Do you think Dave Franco is like still tight with his brother?
Dave Franco hasn't made a movie with him either. Like, he's still persona non grata. Really, what he needs to do, what he should have done, is given money to Trump, and then maybe he'd maybe be in Rush Hour 4.
Hey,
that's a good point.
Maybe he's above that.
I
mean,
I don't know.
The one thing to their credit is they do seem to have a big tent. They don't really care what you've done, as long as you give money. You're in. You're in. You kiss the ring. You're in. They don't care.
All right. So one thing that's about the show that I guess we could talk about. Let's talk about them being naked. So it's called Naked and Afraid. Very few shows are people naked, and it's very interesting. This show's been on for how long? 15 years, the regular version, and they're still the same format. Kind of, they get naked, and it's not a big deal. Like in this show, it's been on so long, it's like not even a question. There's not even an ounce of conversation because they've had every possible conversation probably about being naked around random people in the middle of nowhere. But we haven't.
Well,
so we can discuss it.
At a minimum, they've done the show once. But a lot of them, this is like their third or fourth rodeo. Like,
yeah.
And they all know each other's reputations.
It's definitely an all-star show. Like, we don't know any of these people. But I'm just not talking about this particular episode. I'm just talking about them being naked on television.
Yeah.
Like, if you love butts, this is the show for you. There's a lot of nice, clean butts for you to look at.
There's a surprising amount of like hugging in a show where they're all naked.
It's nuts. Yeah, wild.
Hey, I'm happy for them that they feel free or whatever.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, there is one thing I really need to say. In this show, are they naked? Yes. These guys, none of them seems particularly afraid.
No.
I think they need to rebrand.
They seemed afraid when the guys came around about that poisonous snake.
Oh, the Taipon? Yeah.
They seem kind of scared then. But other than that, yeah. We're at the upper echelon. We're talking about 9.7s on the PSR rating. Like, at that point, you've beaten the show. Like, it should be, you're right, it should be naked last one standing. But instead, they got a brand. It's like a branding.
Yeah.
Even with the naked branding, I don't even know if it added anything to this. Just because like they're all used to it, and it's just like,
okay, well, that's what I said. Like, they don't even talk about it. It's just like we're naked.
Yeah.
And if like one of those snake bites you, it's not going to matter if you have clothes on or not. You're done.
It does matter if you have clothes on in general, right? Like at least you have like a protective layer. Like, you're not getting sunburned, you're not getting like a dick cut, I don't know.
Well, in those cases, yeah, but it still wouldn't have helped the injury. It still wouldn't have like help against like the deadly forces of Australia. I don't know. It just didn't add like there was no reason for it. Like you could have kept them closed and it just been like, okay, whatever.
I disagree. I think it does add like just an inch of layer that makes me think it's better than Survivor because they're actually like out there naked and like it doesn't take much to get hurt. Like it takes a little bit less to get hurt when you're like, naked versus wearing clothes. Like
It
you get
adds
poisonous, you get
only
like
1 inch?
cut.
Only 1 inch? Are you being a little short on the measurement?
Some people don't have it. I don't know.
No, but you are right. Like it's on Survivor at that point. Like it's
Yeah.
they really would have no leg to stand on.
Yeah, but if that's your only differentiating factor from Survivor, is it that much?
Oh, but there's so many more differences in Survivor. But I feel like these people are surviving more than Survivor.
Yeah,
Like,
they are survivalists, right? Where Survivor is like more of people just
glamping,
like, giving it a go. Yeah.
they're just glamping.
I feel like you've got Survivor on one end, and then you've got Alone on one end, and then you've got this show kind of somewhere in the middle.
That's a good, yeah. I like that.
Like I feel like Alone kind of sets them up to fail more, which is really like why I kind of stopped watching that show. Whereas like this show kind of like doesn't like they can, there's food where they put them so they can eat. Like, we don't see them eat a lot in the show, to be honest, but it's hard to tell how much they eat because they not only is the show so long, the pacing is so bad. Like days will go by and you're like, wait, what? How did the days go by? We can
has it been that? I thought this episode was like 2 days, right? Because they said like they're gonna kick one off.
Yeah, I'm just talking about my side watch experience later when they're on like day 7, and I'm like, wait, it's only like episode 3, or I don't know. It's probably 2 days an episode or something, but I'm like not paying enough attention to know.
Well, they say the whole season's 30 days, right? Don't they don't they talk about that a little bit?
They said it's a month.
A month, yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah. The one thing I kept thinking of is like, do they get sunscreen? Like in chapstick?
There is a challenge, a later challenge, where they have to cover themselves in poop to use as sunscreen.
Why not mud? I feel like mud's fine.
Well, that's not a challenge, Max. You're not afraid of mud. You're afraid to smell like poop.
That's some fear factor shit. I'm sorry.
Well, you're the one complaining about the not afraid part of the show.
What kind of poop?
Fear, it's just gross.
You're afraid of getting an infection.
I don't remember.
But I feel like that matters. Like
no,
there's so many like wild animals out there. Maybe there's an animal that has like okay poop.
I don't know. All right, let's talk about these people because I feel like this show lives or dies based on this like WWE style like interviews that they do on the side where they're like better than you. Oh, these guys are the legends. Like, oh, how would he go 1-on-1? How can I beat him? Like, I beat him once. I could beat him again. Like, just like they're definitely coached up. Whoever the producers are on the show are really getting this like style, which at this point, these are the best of the best of that style, I think. Because like, if your skill is being good at being naked in South Africa, like I don't know what other jobs that pay any money are good for. So like I don't think you have to pay these people a whole lot of money to get them out here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean they are selling the niche, right? They're selling, and it looks like a lot of them are trying to build on the niche, right? So this is the job.
Yeah. So we got Matt. He is the Savage. He was 252 days out on Naked and Afraid, and he's got a 9.7 on the PSR rating.
Does that mean like total lifetime Naked and Afraid days, or like longest stretch?
I think that's total lifetime days on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a
He
lot
definitely-
of your lifetime
Well-
dedicated to a TV show.
He comes
I
across
mean-
as like the Johnny Bananas of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Oh God, I do
That
not
was-
want to know what Johnny Bananas number is.
That was like, that is also the thing this show reminded me of, was the challenge. So like when like Johnny Bananas comes on, oh, he's like, he's the best, you know, and like this guy gets that same reverence.
Yeah.
Which we'll get back to him, I guess, because I don't know if we would talk about his minutia right now, but he lost the first challenge, which we'll get into, and then I can spoil the next episode if you want, which who is actually eliminated or not. I do know. But he also burned his hand in the first challenge.
I mean, I'm
So-
down for spoilers if you guys are.
Spoilers, shockingly, is not the one that gets eliminated.
That's really surprising. He cannot use one of his hands, basically, it seems like.
The show definitely made it seem like it was worse than it was, I think. But it definitely looks gnarly. Like,
It looked pretty bad.
I mean, in the next episode, you get to see like after it's been overnight or something, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. But like, you watch him in this challenge, and it doesn't look to bother him too much. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying he's not bothered by it. I'm not saying that it's not affecting him. Like,
Well,
but
I was looking up like burns because they said it was like a first degree burn.
no, they said in the show it was a 3rd-degree burn or something.
Okay. I forgot. Maybe I had the order wrong, but basically, like, there's a burn that hurts, and then once it stops hurting, that means it burnt your nerve, so it doesn't hurt. But that's more severe. And it's like I'm thinking, like, maybe
Could be that.
it
Could be that.
got there, right?
I mean, to be fair, I think that challenge was pretty exciting because it went down to like the final seconds came down to see who won that challenge. So like he didn't like own like I think the best part about this show is at the end of the episode when they take the points away from people's PSR rating.
Yes.
And I just find it so petty and ridiculous that I like it.
I enjoyed that part.
The PSR rating is just for bragging, right?
I
Like,
don't
there's
know what the
no-
fuck the PSR rating is for. What's your cloud score for? I don't know. To
Right.
get on the
It's like
show.
on the dropout game show, or like what is it? The show you guys like a lot that they give out points. Like
Taskmaster?
Taskmaster, yeah. Like it's.
I
seems like
really think the PSR rating really gets you back on the show and how much money you earn when you're back on the show. Like you've got that 9.7, they're going to pay you the most because you're the most coveted, revered person, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's like the producer's ranking. You know, you know where you stand.
Yeah, it's like the pyramid. You know where you are in the pyramid.
Yeah.
So the other thing to note about Matt was he was on the 2023, the first season of Last One Standing. Last One Standing. And then we've got Kai. She was 136 days, and she also had a 9.7 rating. And she was on the 2024 Last One Standing. And I believe she was the one that lost. She came in like 2nd place.
And she seems to be the most revered woman on the show. Like people like, oh man, Kai's here.
Mhm.
Damn. Like,
Yeah.
Was I losing it, or were there like 4 women on the show named some form of Kylie?
Kayla, there's 2 Kaylas.
I thought there were also some Kaylees. I could be wrong. You have the notes.
We'll go through them. Don't worry about it. We got Max. Okay. Max, you're on the show.
I am.
177 days on the show. That's a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You got a 9.3 on the PSI rating. This was before I started writing down everyone's catchphrase or whatever, which I appreciated. But they didn't really bring them back, so I never got back to them. Then we got Laura. She is a 177 days and a 9.7. So we got the top of the top people. And the intro them first. And then we got Patrick. He is at he's at 8.9 and he was 82 days. He is the Legend Slayer. And
self-proclaimed.
Well, he wore a hat. I think you have to be the Legend Slayer. Like if you wear a hat, that's who you are. Like you can't.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's given that to himself.
I don't think that's how that works. The producers approved it, so it's got to be true,
right? He's anointed it.
Yeah. He won a bow in the first challenge.
And arrow.
Yeah, a bow without an arrow is not super useful.
I mean, you can make some arrows. It's easier to make arrows theoretically than a bow, but
true.
Theoretically,
both seem quite hard.
Bring me back at the end, and there's a top. Well, we don't need to talk about it being Patrick. But Patrick is somebody in a future episode that did something I want to talk about. Ooh, but I don't need to distract us right now.
He calls himself the Legend Slayer, and he does get first place.
It's true.
He does. Yeah, he is the most annoying in the show, and then it's like shit. He came in first. Damn it.
I would disagree with that statement, but I don't remember what episode some other person switches. I think it's the next episode.
Yeah, I mean, there's a clear worse person. It's not him.
Yeah,
he's kind
of. Then we got Suzanne. She's the analyst. She is 81 days and a low for I think the show 7.7. It's pretty low. I don't know how you got on the show with the 7.7.
The underdog.
Then we got Trent, the everyman. He's got 73. He got a 7.9, and he also lost the first challenge. And spoiler alert, he goes home. Then we got Kayla C, the huntress. 86 days, 8.2. She lost the first challenge, and spoilers, she gone.
Damn. 2 losses in a row.
I don't know if I have any. I don't have a lot of minutia about everyone, which I think is a comment to how slow the show is. Like they take 14 people, and since all 14 people are all-star level, they have to give them all screen time in episode 1, and it's just exhausting.
Yeah, there's a few stories they start to build up with Matt. They build one up with Patrick, with Jamie. Didn't talk about him yet. They have one with Chini, or I don't want to say her name a little bit, but yeah, it's light.
And I would argue that the whole show is light of storylines. It's really just these people and vendetta, trying to make fake vendettas and speaking out against other people, and trying to be say I'm the best, or I need to survive, or I don't know. There's not a lot of story arcs going on.
Well, I think to the show, this is a deep cut show, right? So they're expecting people that what you're getting into, the characters, you're watching the third in the trilogy, there's no story.
I understand the I see that you're this is for the Naked and Afraid audience, right? And we're not the Naked and Afraid audience, as you can tell. We don't.
Yeah,
I've seen one episode of the
we're
show.
Never naked, we're never afraid.
You're clothed and fearful. as it says.
I'm so surprised the show still has so much traction. Like, do people give a shit about this?
Apparently, like it's been on for 15 years. This is like its fourth or fifth spinoff. Not only is there Naked and Afraid, there's Naked and Afraid Alone, where they're by themselves, and then there's
There's
Naked and Afraid
XL.
XL or whatever. I don't know. I think there was the dating one we did.
Was that part of the Naked and Afraid cinematic universe?
I think we've done two multiple naked dating shows. One of them was on the Naked and Afraid universe. Yes.
Yeah. Apparently, this still has followers and love out there.
Yeah, it looks like. So I'm just looking the AI Googlies. They have about like 700,000 to 1 million people watching per like Naked and Afraid, whichever one, like the main one, Castaway, whatever. Like it's all
Castaway.
Wilson.
Wilson.
They say Naked and Afraid Castaways, Naked and Afraid Apocalypse, Naked and Afraid the main series. Yeah,
sounds like we need a whole month.
It does. I didn't realize it had that much. It's nuts.
I just looked up what the love version of the show was called. Anybody remember?
Oh no, I don't remember.
Naked and Afraid of Love.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
All right. We got Jermaine, the Black Cowboy. I don't know, 35 days, 7.5. We got Darren, the Real Deal, 83, 8.8. He was on Last Man Standing. He got med tapped. Got Kayla H, the Dark Horse, 61, 8.0. She won the first challenge. Trish, the Jersey Girl. Shout out to Max. Another Max highlight here. 103, 8.7. She lost the challenge in this episode, but did not get eliminated.
Sorry, just like on a segue, I'm in the Naked and Afraid Facebook group. Pretty healthy group. Like it's pretty good.
I don't think you're allowed in there. I think that you're spying. They're gonna like are you Cambridge Analytica right now? Are we allowed to look at this? Use the data for nefarious reasons?
I mean, I'm getting some intel, but I just find it funny. The second to most recent post was like, to find out who's the baddest Naked and Afraid person, we should have them like try out for Alone, which speaks to your scale.
Yeah, I'm telling this. I mean, like, it's just like this show is like they put time limits on and they want you to succeed. Whereas like Alone, there's no time limits and they don't want you to succeed because the longer it goes, the more money it costs them. So, I don't know. That's why it's harder. I mean, it's just the basic premise of the timeline it's not a timeline, but it's a graph.
Yeah.
It's a line graph.
You asked this, Chris. How come there's no like nude, non-blurred Naked and Afraid?
I thought about this while watching the show. It's like, I feel like you unblur these people and then you change the incentives on the show. Like now you're not like some of these people are just regular people. Like they're like, I think they were regular people. Then they're on the show and then they like buff themselves up. A lot of them, but like, I'm not sure how, like, I like to, like, some people like to see regular people naked, but like, most people like to see hotter people naked more than regular people being naked. So then you incentivize different things to be on the show.
The nakedness on the show isn't sexy. Like, they even have, like, good-looking people on there, but it's just not even, it's barely a component. I mean, obviously it's blurred out, but
that's the question. So this is the like PG-13 version of the show, right? Or would you watch the R-rated version or the X-rated version of the show?
I don't think it really makes that much of a difference either way. I probably prefer the blurred.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I like. They've built this brand around the blurring, and the blurring helps you watch people you don't like bad naked. Like Seinfeld's bad naked. Like you don't necessarily want to see people's like I don't know, like crotches while they like try to twist open a jar. Like you just don't want to do it.
I don't know. Like I think it brings a different dimension. Like it's just like the raw.
I mean, to
vibe.
be clear, if there were two options in front of me where it's like, okay, you can watch the show naked, everyone unblurred or blurred, I'm going to watch the unblurred version of the show.
I think
But
so. Like I at least want to give it a try. Like mainly you have like a question on like what's happening underneath the blur, and then maybe to your point, like you don't want to watch it, but you just want to like go past the curiosity.
I don't know if I want to go past the curiosity. Like,
You
but
don't?
like I would be much more likely to watch the next week's show. I think the hotter the people are on the show. Like the uglier they are, the less I'm likely to watch the next week's episode without the blur. And I don't think I would be the only one to say that.
Interesting. I don't know.
But I feel like the most interesting part of this show to me that like we're like 800 episodes past is like, okay, what happens when the guy gets a boner? Like, how do the women react? How do people react? I want to see the reaction. And like these people have been out there 800 days, 1,000 days or whatever. And it's like, okay, and then the show just edits around any like weird, awkward stuff. But that's the stuff I want to see. So I definitely want to see the R-rated version of the show where it's like more sexual. And like, I'd be into more of an NC-17 version where it's just out the blurs. And then I don't know if I'm in the X-rated Pornhub version of the show. I don't know if I'm in for that.
Why do you need it? Wait, why do you need a? Is that X-ray? I mean, X-ray and Pornhub I think is different. Like we're just talking about like.
Well, I think you could take this to the eventual end of this is the Pornhub parodies where they just like they get people together and they just like it turns into a giant, you know, I don't know. There's just more. There's sex involved.
Gotcha. I see what you're talking about.
Here's my thing. They have no supplies. There's not that many good places to do it out in the wild. You get all sandy. Know what I'm saying?
They seem kind of clever.
They do seem kind of clever.
Yeah.
I don't. I obviously think the like porn version of the show would be different than the actual version of the show. Like, I don't think you'd change the show around a bit. I think to be the porn version, but like you can make an NC-17 version of the show. I think pretty easily by just showing without the blurs or whatever.
Yeah. But they must get boners all the time. Like, that's just like they gotta be over it.
Like that's what I don't want to see. So that's why I'm like, oh, do you want to see all the boners and stuff?
I don't think so.
Somebody out there does.
Oh, for sure. Somebody does. But I think it's more interesting to like how then do the other contestants talk about and handle it. Like that's interesting.
No, that's what I said.
'Cause, like,
but that's the part of the show that's interesting to me is the people watching around the boners.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like society would be better if like if women had more like a boner situation. Then we could have lots of it's like very one-sided in our social awkwardness. I feel like it could be a little more both-sided.
Yeah, there's not a
Yeah, it is what it is.
Won't somebody think of the sexual equity? Equality,
all right,
whatever.
Let's get on to what this actual challenge was. So, well, I mean, we could go over the intros. Like, it's just kind of like people come out and clothed, which is weird. I think after watching a whole episode, you're like, oh man, they wore clothes. It's crazy. And and they get like they all get together, and the challenge is told to them, and they have to get naked like immediately. And the challenge, they had to like light a pyre in the middle of this like pond or something, or like river. It's hard to tell. You don't get not good establishing shots in this show. But they had to use a ferro rod to like start a fire. Then they had to like make some sort of raft and put the fire on the raft, and then light the fire in the middle of the thing, and then get on the other side of the pond. And the first one there gets a bow. The second one gets fishing thing.
Supplies. I think you actually get a choice.
Yeah, the first one gets a choice. And I believe it's first man and first woman, like they both get one, right?
Yeah, they both get one.
And then the last two people are up for elimination and have to do a like one-on-one challenge in the next episode. Dun dun dun.
I was like, this episode is an hour 20 minutes, and they can't even resolve it. Like,
that was some bullshit. Ridiculous. But I thought the challenge, I've never really seen a challenge like that. I thought it was at least kind of a cool idea, even if it was a little long.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good challenge. They just took so long to show everyone doing their thing. Like, it could have been edited much better.
And ultimately, starting fire isn't the most interesting thing.
Yeah, I think this show really devalues our time. Like, the editing is just so slow and so hyperbolic about the challenge. And it's like the most interesting thing happened, and they're like, okay, let's move on. Like, all right, we see the beginning, flash forward to the people at the end, and like, let's move on. But no, we've got to like see everyone and their exhaustive search for fire, and like, I don't need the Jermaine's details, okay? Like, let's talk about the top people and the bottom people, and let's move on.
Or they're just really pushing the side piece, like.
I mean, they're really pushing that they got 2 hours to fill. That's really what they're pushing.
Pretty much.
I mean, I guess so. It's like I think they're just making it in defeat then, right? Because they know that like no one's enjoying that. Like no one's glued in, right? Everyone's on their phone.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Noah.
Yeah, but I think it's just like I think it's a weird way to make a show. I think that's probably it. It's a weird way to do it.
Well, it's just like when the budgets of these shows go down, one way to get more budget is to make more show.
Maybe.
Sorry.
I mean, that's just how it's working.
What, Max? What are you thinking?
I'm not quite sure I understand what Chris is saying.
I'm saying that like all these shows have lower budgets than they used to because they've got lower viewers.
So stretch it out more.
Yeah.
On the same money. Okay.
If you can get, say, 1.5 million viewers to watch an hour show, but if you get 1 million viewers to watch a 2-hour show, they've earned more money.
True.
So then they have a bigger budget. Which is how all of these shows, I think, are working now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
anything else about the challenge, or
we didn't talk? No, not of the challenge. That was. I thought you were trying to wrap. I'm like, what about Jamie? We didn't talk about Jamie.
Who's Jamie?
The evil one.
Jamie is the worst human being.
We should talk about the. They form into little like groups of 2 or 3. After the challenge.
The producers. Oh, we did miss Jamie. I didn't have it written down. I don't know what his PSR rating is. It's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have it written down. We have Jamie and Suzanne. And like Jamie, like, so after this challenge, what happens is they all get like a pamphlet or whatever that they look at, and it tells them where their camp is. So they go to these camps, and there's technically three people in each camp, but like two of them have to earn their spot on the camp the next day. So we got Jamie and Susan, and Jamie comes up and is like such an idiot. He's like, there's two knives and one for each of you, obviously, and then there's like a pot to share as like, I mean, the announcer says that to us. Unclear. It seems like Jamie is like a newbie here and just is like, I found out it's all mine. And then a producer must have told him, like, hey, dude, that's not for you. So he comes up with this stupid story where he's like trying to build hearts and minds by like, he gives the extra machete to Susan. And they like have this shot. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. I guess you're kind of off the road. I don't know. Not on rails, I guess. But you're on rails kind of show.
Yeah.
But this guy's the
snake
most
backs.
annoying guy on the show for sure.
Yeah.
Like Jamie,
He's
I don't like
terrible.
Jamie.
I just
Jamie's
can't
the
believe
worst human being.
Yeah. I just can't believe he did. Like, just how do you do that to someone you look in the eye? So bad.
And it's such a bad plan because like she's gonna interact with other people and they're gonna be like, yeah, we all got machetes.
Yeah.
He's just he's a dumbass and he's not good at the show. And
Yes,
he thinks
he's
he
not-
is.
He's not good. He's not good. I think he is definitely in the second elimination challenge. So spoilers.
You don't spoilers after you spoil it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. What else? I wrote down, it was nice to see people actually find food, which is my comment against Alone. Because like you don't really see too many people finding food on Alone. But people are alone way more days than like these people are. Like, what do we see? 1 day, 1.5 days worth of actually them being out there, and there's only 30 days. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what else is there to talk about.
Yeah, it's short, but like they're also in the Australian outback. Like it appears to be very unforgiving. Not that I know, but like
Yeah,
it don't look that good.
do you think it's a failure of like, so like the show I think is on this trying to cut this like razor edge, right? Where they're like, okay, we want to send them somewhere where it's so dangerous that like it's exciting to watch, but we're trying to keep these people safe, so like it can't be that dangerous, right? Like they're trying to like toe this line. And like, is it like bad for the show if no one gets medically evacuated from the show? Like,
oh, interesting. Huh.
like it's good for the show. Like it's good for the audience if somebody gets medically evacuated, because then you'd be like, look, these people survived this crazy situation. Like there was a snake right there. That guy could have died. I mean, it's not great if somebody dies, I think, for the show, but if somebody like they save somebody, I think that's like it's good for the show. Does your PSR rating go up if you get bit by a snake?
Yeah, because your immune system must be better now, right?
Well, you're better for the show, Max. Like we're as like the PSR is like the producer number that like gets you back on the show, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a hidden? What's the hidden number in like online PvP games?
ELO.
Your ELO or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that your ELO goes up, but your PSR goes down.
Yeah, like just brings you net closer to zero.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what the next challenge is. So it's a 1-on-1. They have to like they take they have to like there's like two like things of giant grass. There's two piles of grass, and they have to like start a fire and get the fire all the way to the end. The first one to get it all the way to the end is not eliminated. So like they're sitting there flaming this fire for like 20 minutes or something. I don't know. It's way too long. Like this, if you thought the first challenge was slow, the second challenge is like twice as slow. Because it's only 4 people. I think it takes up the same amount of time. It's like insane how like slow the second challenge is for like how not interesting that is. Like, does that sound interesting to you? Like, does that make you more incentive to watch the next episode?
Not really.
No. Yeah.
Whereas if I told you,
I think the only thing is like how they go about it. Like, if you're like, yeah, they really speed it up and it gets more interesting, I'd be like,
but they slow it down. Like you literally get to watch something they do in like this challenge could happen in like 30 seconds and excruciating like 15 minutes.
And to confirm, the next episodes are just as long as the.
Oh yeah, just to confirm, yeah, they are all an hour and a half long.
It's insane.
This is not an episode 1 special.
That's nuts. Like,
yeah, it's a hard no.
Too nuts. Yeah.
You're not wrong. As I said, I hated episode 1, and as like sometimes when we're doing these shows, if I saw the episode the night before, I'll pop on episode 2, whatever, see how it is while I'm not actually paying attention. And it's much better way to watch this show. Some other things that happen that this is the biggest thing that happens. So so like Jamie and Suzanne, they want a fishing thing, right? And so they put it out as a fishing line so that they can like leave it and then catch fish while they're not there. And they got Patrick, the legend slayer, steals it at some point in the show. So, but I'm like three episodes in or whatever, and that's the only like team v team thing.
They do mention in episode 1 that is like valid gameplay, and I think that's interesting. You have to like protect your tools and stuff.
I did have a question for that, but you guys wouldn't like understand the thing. But like, so they won. So individually, they talked about this a little bit in episode 1, and this is the only time they talk about it. Is like they won, like themselves won a bow or fishing gear, like it's theirs. But then, like in subsequent episodes, like the team campsites win, like things, like they win like a tarp or something. And I'm like, but you mentioned in episode 1 that there's no sharing. How does that work when the team wins it? I'm like, there's just some confusion I have with like the second challenge, somebody wins like a big tarp or something or a big hide. And then, but then a couple episodes later, they like swap teams. And I'm like, so who gets the tarp? Is it like Survivor where the tarp is now at the camp, but the people at the beginning won, and they take it with them? Like, is what I'm assuming is happening? I don't know. It's a little minutia that you think they could go over with 2 hours of my time.
Agreed. I couldn't tell you what's going on there.
Yeah, like it. Like, so if these aren't like established like teams, then what's the?
It's all kind there's no established teams. I mean, the first teams seem to be random. So like they picked the scrolls or whatever in the order, like some random order, right? Because that's how they came in the competition.
That's just how they got out. Yeah.
I mean, it's not random. It's like the first might be with the 8th or whatever. 5th.
Well, they seem to take it off the tree like top down. But
that's what I'm saying. It's like they took it top down, so the producers could have picked like second goes with 4th, first goes with 5th or whatever. But you don't know who those going to be, who that's going to be.
Right. No, you have no idea.
We already went over who the worst human being is. Max's speed. Would this show be better In any other time frame, yes. Like,
Would the show be better if everybody was naked?
we talked about that too.
So yeah, I think it's like, would it be better if they were closed? Closed? Well,
No.
I can't say that well.
Clothed? Well,
I don't. I think that there's some mystique the show builds with them being naked. I don't know why.
so
Is it the blurs?
after
Yeah,
the
The mystique
challenge,
of blur.
tantalizing blurs.
after the challenge, they're given like pelts, and some of them make shoes out of them. So at that point, they're not even naked anymore.
Because they got shoes on?
This is left as an exercise to the reader.
You know
I
what?
do think that is the right move. Like, if you got some piece of cloth, shoes is
Yeah.
the first thing for sure.
Oh, absolutely
Yep.
agree.
I feel like a hat would also be pretty good. Hat would be
If you're
contention.
bald.
Like even if you're not bald, like something to cover, like so you
Yeah.
don't get sunburn would be
Like
Hmm.
this is
probably
the
be something I
Australian
would-
outback. That's rough out there.
like they're talking about. So like we didn't go over this. This is like the longest episode in forever, but
Yeah.
it's 97 degrees during the day and like 60 degrees at night. Like the temperature
Damn.
swings here are crazy, and like they're doing these challenges in the heat of the day. They mentioned like some people are doing like they're like exhausted. He's like,
Yeah.
even if you're eating well, like some of these challenges are exhausting, and like they're not eating well. So
Yeah.
like that's also a factor that I think increases the value the longer you watch it. That's like the more interesting
That's
to like.
man, that's such a harsh condition to be in.
Drinking rules. Anytime you win the game on your phone while you're watching the show, take a drink.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, what game were you playing?
No, I'm just saying. Like
Oh.
whatever game
You
you're
weren't
playing on your
Max
phone.
and Crossword?
Yeah.
Crossplay.
No. I have this game on my phone that I think is kind of fun. It's called Royal Card Clash. It's kind of like a card-based solitaire thing. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
It's my shout out for you. Noah, what's your drinking rule?
Yeah. Every time you think the blur didn't actually blur it fully out, like you caught a little glimpse of something, take a drink. I feel like I caught one of them. I was like, ooh, did I see that? A little nub? A little side?
Noah, I feel like you just need the grok version of this show. That you just feed the show into grok and it just unblurs everything for you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Max, you got a drinking rule for us?
Yeah, every time you see a cut to an animal that is clearly nowhere near the humans, take a shot of snake whiskey.
Why not snake oil? I feel like that was really well teed
Yeah.
up.
Because we want people to get drunk, Noah.
Because
Come
many
on.
of us have had snake whiskey together.
It's true.
I do know the snake.
Brian, you have a drinking rule for us?
Drink every time somebody yells excitedly. There are a lot of people yelling.
A tangent related to that one was like drink every time there's a WWE style like tear down of somebody. Or
I like that too.
Or like tear up of someone. Like reverence to somebody. I feel like that's a good one.
I think it would be cool if one of them did like The Rock. Like if you smell what The Rock is cooking, and like that would be wonderful.
Maybe they did that on the. I don't remember that in the Seth Rogen one, but that would have been a good. Like if they did a parody version of this show.
Yeah.
That's what they need. I feel like you need the scary movie. Maybe we should start writing like the scary movie of reality shows, where we just parody all the reality shows in a movie. And it's like, I feel like that could be fun. Like, not another teen movie, but classic.
I mean, I feel like we gotta start moving into some more production. So like, I do like where you're going. I can buy
That's
into
my
that.
pitch to you.
Yeah. Like we can just have like we can even get a first like draft AI, like make some shit for us. Take
Yeah,
transcripts.
I'm sure AI writes great scripts. Sure, it's gonna be great.
Let it cook, Chris. Let it cook.
All right, ChatGPT, keep going till you have a good script. What's a good script? You'll
Exactly.
know when you have it.
Yeah. Well, I think they could just read all of our transcripts and be like, get the
What
gist.
do our transcripts know anything about writing a screen adaptation of anything?
I think it'll make it fit for us. It knows our tops and our bottoms and our middles, right? It has. And I don't know if our context window will be big enough, but like, well, let Claude deal with it. Come on, Claude. What are you doing?
No. Like, I think we could use ChatGPT if you want. I mean, we would need to because we're not good writers. But
Yeah.
like, you got to put some love and heart into it. You can't just like you just get an AI slop.
Oh
Like,
no, this is gonna be straight slop. Yeah.
I think there's a difference between AI slop and like your hard-earned, cared-for product that you used AI with. And I think that's like, I feel like that will become more nuanced as like people actually start using AI to make stuff.
Yeah,
But
no, I think this is gonna be straight slop. Like this is no value. It's just for us to like see what happens. Just waste electricity, waste energy.
we could start our own improv YouTube channel where we have little skits.
Ooh.
Then maybe we could get on SNL.
Yeah, I like it.
Although I don't think I'd survive on the SNL like time required.
No, it is nuts. But I do also think enviously about being on SNL. But I agree, their hours are insane.
Okay, all right. We do ratings. We do a stack ranking system where we have top, middle, and bottom third. And some people have rankings in their rankings.
Ooh.
Brian, what do you got for me?
I think there's a lot more to say about this now that I'm thinking about it as a side TV show. Originally, I was like really checking out. And, I also kind of like survivor style shows. I would give this a middle to middle. I may check out like other episodes, but I don't know yet. I'd much rather actually check out Survivor 50, to be honest.
It's a tough one. I mean, Survivor 50 is probably better, but not as a side TV show. This one's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Should we be doing that next week?
No, we've already talked about Survivor enough.
I know, but I've been trying to get it on because it's like it's the 50. It's the 50.
You can watch it yourself, right?
No, I don't watch reality TV on my own. This is a job. It is gone.
This is a job.
Like
Noah, the kids are old enough. You can watch with them.
Oh, they're definitely old enough. Like that's for sure.
You got to get the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. You got to catch them up.
But like, unless it's a Mr. Beast production, like, what am I doing? I'm not.
On your recommendation, I did watch season 2, episode 1. I didn't like it.
Oh,
I didn't like it. No thanks. I was out. Go ahead, Noah. Tell me what your rating is.
Yeah. Man, this show could be good. It's just so damn long. I think as a second piece, it's different, but I don't think shows should be made as a second piece. And so it's not bottom, but it's a very low bottom of the middle. So middle, bottom, middle. It's just way too long. It's uncalled for.
Max?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Even at 2x, this might need to be a top of the bottom because fuck them for not even showing us an elimination. A single challenge with all of this time and all of this breathing room.
Yeah.
Bottom third. Now, you know what? Middle third, bottom of the middle.
Wow. There's a lot of waffling going on
There
there.
we go. There we go. Yeah.
I struggle with this one because as somebody that says this is a good show to side watch, like
Yeah.
I appreciate that fact. Like, but does that make it a good show? Like as a sideshow, it's a top third show because you don't really need to pay attention. You don't even really want to pay attention. You're trying to do something else.
It's the age-old question. Are we rating all of these shows kind of equally, or are we saying, like, given a certain situation, it's okay to watch?
Yeah, it's like given 100% attention, or you're 80% attention to like 30% attention, right? Like you're mostly on your phone, but it's on, or like you're making dinner and you're still you're kind of watching it, or like you're watching it, but also kind of doing something else. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say the show criminally is just pacing and editing is too bad. So I would put it on a bottom third rating against other reality shows. But the WWE style, these are the superstar fights. It's really good. I don't know. I'll put it in the middle. It's gonna go in the middle because I just can't. I can't do it. I don't know, guys.
Give it to us.
No, it's middle. It's a middle.
You did it.
It can't go on the top. It's definitely middle third. It can't go. You can't do it. You can't do it for the amount of time the show takes. Like, there's no way to finish a season of this show. It's just like that 90 Day Fiance show. Like 38 episodes for a season. That's like, are you fucking out of your fucking mind? Are you crazy? Like, that's way too long. And I think this show is going to have a similar problem. Like, it'll just burn itself out when you get down to like 5 people. Cause it's like, I've already watched these people for like 40 hours. Like, I'm over you. I'm over your shit.
Yeah.
This is just too long.
Respect our time.
Tell us what you thought about this show. At Who Put This On Twitter. I refuse to call it its other name. And Facebook.com/ or should I go thefacebook.com/ Who Put This On? And
you don't drop the.
Yeah, darn you, Sean Penn. Or
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. That's what I said.
Yeah, that is true.
Was it? What's the Napster guy's real name?
Oh, Sean Parker.
Sean Parker. That's what I was trying to go for.
So I totally thought you were thinking of the actor.
Well, the actor is really what I wanted, but in my head, I went with the actual guy, and I didn't know the actual guy's name.
Yeah.
It kind of got them confused. Anyway, tell us what you thought about this show. And next week, we're going to do Love Overboard, Noah. It's a new show on Hulu.
Woo.
Premieres, who knows when this goes out, but maybe the day it goes out on March 26th.
Nice.
Max, any shout outs this week?
Get hype.
Think so. Come back to me.
You know what you should shout out, Max? You should shout out Project Hail Mary, the movie.
Did I not do that last week?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, I saw it. It was good. It was a good adaptation.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a good movie. And then I think there are qualms with the movie that I've heard that, I think it's a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's really good.
It was a fun watch.
Damn.
It's funny. It's hopeful. It reminds you a little bit of the 90s, the pre-Bush, and certainly pre-Trump eras of my life.
Did I talk about competence porn last week, possibly?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Brian, any shout outs this week?
I mean, I'll shout out that Katie and I have been watching Beast Game Season 2. I do say it's different. it's maybe a little bit more condensed and moving. Whereas I felt like there were like a lot more, hey, I'm going to tempt you with money in the last one. So that's maybe like what's a little bit different. Like they're just kind of like playing these games.
You're not going to convince me to watch more.
I'm not trying to, no. Like there's a lot of shows, Chris.
Yeah. Noah, any shout outs this week?
Yeah. So I've shouted this out many, many times, but I think it continues to pay. Acquired the podcast. So damn good. And they continue to do less. And like, so they used to produce like maybe once a month or like 2 a month on shows, and now they're doing 8 a year. And they're basically doing like an audiobook every drop, and like it's the history of different companies. And so they did F1 this past drop. It's like 4 hours, and I'm not even a fan of F1, but it's just such good storytellers. And they got into like to be so well known, they get access to like the people behind everything. So it's pretty cool. So I'll give it a shout out to there. And the other one I'll give a shout out to, also in the podcast world. I listened to Charlie Poot. I don't know. His interview on Armchair Expert. Pretty good listen. I don't really know much about him. I like his TikToks, and yeah, just really like he really is like a virtuoso, which is pretty cool.
I'll end the shout outs with Invincible season 4. The first 3 episodes are out. Really love that show. It's really fun adult superhero show. Kind of starts off as like a parody, but then I think builds its own universe, and it's really good. I think I'd recommend if that seems interesting to you. I think, yeah. Tell us what you thought about this week's show. Watch Love Overboard and join us next week. And we'll see you guys next time.